exactly what I asked for. I just need to figure out where to put it in the car. Yeah, I need a new one for the December. People sealed it.
Everything well?
Hmm. Hmm. Hopefully you've not been here long on your own.
2 minutes.
Okay, good. Um,
My head
Good to see you,
literally
Rurik.
just woke up. And you?
How did your meeting go?
I got lost in all the questions. And then the sun went down. That's why I'm here to find out what everybody learned.
I was not present.
I know.
um, honestly, I feel like we didn't learn all that much. Um, he told the children's story, which I found interesting, as I already told you. Um, but he didn't know where Kindlebrook was located. He didn't seem to know why the undead was there or followed them. Didn't have much information about them at all. And to be honest, I had to leave the meeting early, so I don't know what else was discussed.
Alright.
I was kind of hoping I'm gonna check inside the keep, see if Alexander's here, because I know he stayed for the entirety of the meeting.
From what I gather, violence is not the answer.
Yeah, that's what it's sounding like.
Yeah. Killing these things over and over again fuels something. Whatever that something is, it is against our interests. I did intend to go to the meeting with the mayor, but my lord told me not to attend as it was supposed to be only a small group.
It is fine. The questions that I asked lead me to believe that the more we try to help, the more we hinder. The dead did not start ramping up until we started interfering.
So what is the solution? What is the correct method of helping?
I do not know.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Has it been raining non-stop?
Pretty much, we had a little bit of sunshine, and then I started walking around, and then it started raining. The heck, I'm going to enjoy the rain.
Perhaps it is just natural, but I would not be surprised if some young apprentices at the Mages Guilds are practicing their weather magic.
And failing miserably?
Someone has learned how to create storms but not dissipate them.
Mm. How did your meetings go?
I did not attend the first one. In fact, Lyra's inside looking for Alexander to get more clarification on that meeting.
He's not in there. He never returned home.
Well, fuck.
What?
Alexander hasn't returned home.
You are going to have to use your outside voice.
Alexander has not returned home.
No, I heard that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Perhaps he is still in his meeting. Last I
Has the
knew, they
meeting-
were going to the Mages Guild.
That meeting has been concluded.
Lyra said she thought she saw him outside when somebody came in and opened the door, but when your meeting was done, he was not out there.
Yes. Perhaps he went for the coins and such.
Could very well be. I know he was mentioning earlier about being focused in on a door that may not be a door at Peacekeep.
I'm not sure which door he speaks of. Perhaps the one near the marketplace.
I have no idea. I told him Peacekeep has a lot of freaking doors.
Yes, it is the one at the marketplace, and no, he's already been to get his coins. He didn't need to go again.
Oh, that's right. And she
He
was
got-
generous with him.
Yep, he got 10 this time.
So if he was outside the Mages Guild and then left, and he hasn't returned here, then where is he?
I don't know. I could have sworn that was his back I saw leaning against the railing. One of the times when the door opened and one of the people came in and out. I kind of expected to see him standing out there when we left. But, yes, as far as the meeting with the mayor goes, he really didn't seem to have a lot of information. Just that the problems gradually gotten worse over the years, and then all of a sudden now it's ramping up quickly. He shared that children's tale with us.
I do not know the children's tale. Does it provide any
Um,
nuggets of truth?
I think so. The it boils down to in Kindlebrook there were two children, Tommy and Lily. Tommy was a bully, Lily was kind. They went into the woods that were
Dark
scary.
woods.
Yeah, dark woods that were scary. And because they were scared, Tommy decided to bully Lily, at which point a presence basically called him out on it and said that he would be punished.
That's the end of the children's tale?
Mostly.
Thing is, we are not being mean.
Correct. But we're not necessarily being kind either.
Trying to put them to rest is the best kind I can think of.
I would agree. But I don't know. Maybe the solution lot does lie somewhere within nonviolence.
What violence did you commit to end up having your clinic invaded?
Uh, I don't know. I mean, before I took that sample, before I did the rituals, we were in that ravine killing the undead. Re-killing the undead.
What if we are not killing the undead, but fighting the same ones over and over again, and they can feel everything we are doing?
At least one of them can communicate. Perhaps they should communicate that.
One of them cannot communicate. It is the thing that is doing this that is talking to us through one of its minions.
Hmm. Still, the point stands. If there is information to be shared that could change our attitude and our actions, perhaps they should share it.
Why? It keeps on saying we're helping it, we're doing what it wants. Why would it have us change our action?
True.
I don't know. My brain is so full and overloaded after talking to those two mages that I need time to process.
Then let's process. It is best to
Well,
process with others so you can bounce ideas.
I'm going to have thoughts about food inside the tavern for a little minute, but I'm happy to process afterward. But at least I'll be listening. Why are the chairs moved?
Because I was laying on the rug. Because
Uh-huh.
all it is doing is raining.
Fuck it, I'm laying on the rug now, it's mine.
And the rug was the next best option to the couches as far as comfort.
I'm laying on the rug.
How dare, that is my rug. Anyways. Right, so again, the mages don't know one way or another. It is a lot of research that they pulled about things in general that could apply to the situation, which that's all I was expecting. But obelisks are commonly seen as consolidation of power or extension or marking of territory, which is worrisome. I had some of those thoughts. Um, I sometimes wish my memory was better because the time frame of when that obelisk went up and when these extra undead started roaming the mountain, which is close enough to here to be concerning, the timing is suspect. And I fear that they're right. Again, obelisks, consolidation of power, or a beacon, or an antenna to increase influence. That somehow these new undead popping up in areas around the mountain that haven't been there before could be connected to the obelisk being formed.
So we smash the obelisk.
There's the other problem. We can't get close to it. That miasma stops anybody from getting close to it. Not only that, if it is a beacon, if it is a consolidation of power, then destroying it could release that power in possibly catastrophic ways. So while I agree it needs to be removed in some way, I don't think violence necessarily is the answer, or wanton destruction is the answer. That thing was formed through magic, through a ritual. It may be possible to get rid of it through magic, through a ritual. I don't know.
Didn't someone say that it eats magic?
Um, Not to my knowledge. Maybe somebody did say that. I've not thrown any magic at this thing for it to eat, so I don't know. To be honest, I've been very hands off with it since it was ultimately my actions that led to it. And everything I did along the way just made things worse.
Now you know how I feel. Everything I have done for Gelhaven has just made it worse.
Is that why you were resistant to being called a hero?
Yes. Because I have done no good. I have only prolonged the inevitable. The people are not taking it seriously. They only have 3 guards from Peacekeep. They have taken no defensive action. They are not even prepared to leave. I have failed them. I am no hero.
You have not failed them. You can't force people to do something. And regardless of the results, you still put your life on the line to protect them.
So have you and many others. We are not heroes. We are just doing what needs to be done.
Yes, well, to people that are not accustomed to doing such a thing, such as farmers and growers, I'm sure it seems pretty heroic.
And if they live long enough, they can believe whatever they wish.
Either way, I saw Alexander walk by on his horse. Is he gonna come back out here? There's Angelise. As I said, he stayed for all of that meeting. Maybe he has some more insight, because a lot of it, I personally didn't find a lot of it helpful. Okay, good, there you are. Would you mind coming to talk to Rurik about the meeting at Galhaven? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. I told him I didn't find a lot of it helpful, and I left early.
No, it wasn't very helpful at all, really.
So you
Apologies, I
learned
had to
just
make a
about
stop.
as much as I.
Yeah, the only thing that stood out to me was I asked about this glowing horseshoe. Everything else is very materialistic. A coin, a picture, things like that. But this horseshoe, he says he's had it all of his life, and it was a generational heirloom. And he said that whenever it was. He said the story of it is that it was used on one of their plow horses. And whenever that horse would plow the fields, their crops came in much more plentiful and bountiful. And what that truly means, I don't have a clue, but it's something. As for the story of Kinderbrook, it seems that Peacekeep had a little bit more information and that he didn't have any, really. I asked him about the defenses and what the plans were if the undead kept getting closer. He said most of them would most likely evacuate to Peacekeep. He said it would be a shame, but he assumes that's his only option. I asked him if he would reach out for aid. Apparently, reaching out for aid only consists of summoning Peacekeep to their side. I said there were many more in the lands that would be willing to help, but he was rather insistent that people have already been doing so, and well, they've put themselves in harm's way. He wouldn't continue to ask that. Kindlebrook was probably our best lead. It doesn't sound like anybody's tried anything other than Lyra trying to figure out what might have caused this.
What little good it's done.
Kindlebrook was on the edge of a dark forest. Is there one of those here in these lands?
Dark forest is subjective.
Yes.
The description we got of Kindlebrook was a town within a forested area, but still had room for fields of crops that had a perpetual, well, not perpetual, but that was usually covered in fog. The crossroads to the south of us fits that description. Plus, there is undead there. And it is only the second natural location of that green miasma. We think that is the location of Kindlebrook. We have not confirmed it, but Alexander, after speaking with the mages, I have thought about turning my focus towards that area to try and confirm it's Kindlebrook and get a better idea of what happened there. I just hadn't done so, but I think after speaking with the mages, that's going to become my...
Very well. Did you learn anything of the obelisk or this miasma?
I knew they would not have definitive answers. That's not why I went to them. I went to them hoping that basically general knowledge about these things, or if they had any information on instances like this in their archives. But obelisks tend to be either consolidations of power, beacons, ways of expanding influence. Given the runes on it and everything else, this may be it may be an expansion of territory. The mages were unsure since there's only one of these. But I am right now sharing this in confidence, for he does not want it to quite get out yet. and have the situation get out of control. But um, as of today, Wizzlecog does have the miasma in his front yard. It is damn near on his porch.
I am
He
aware.
has he has walled it off, so people can't mess with it. There is also the eye insignia on his stairs. Well, no, on his walkway leading up to his door. The same one that was in the clinic. If it continues to follow suit, in a week's time, there could be an obelisk at Wizzlecog's. Don't know. But so far, it's kind of following what happened here. Now, I don't know if he's had undead pop up. I don't know if he's had Dancing Queen pop up and start the ritual. That's yet to be determined.
I believe he said he was tired from fighting undead all day.
But
Well, it sounds like he's been busy then. Did he tell you if he's done anything to attract this, or has he done anything on his own that you know of?
I asked him. He said he hasn't done anything that he hasn't been doing since this whole thing started with us. He's been going to the ravine to help. Um, he was there when I did the initial scrying. He was with me in the clinic. But if it's based on that, why it's taken so long, I don't know.
Isn't his home in a place of power?
Not that I'm aware of. Is it?
His home has that sword in his yard, right?
No, that's Skyfall. Wizzlecog lives north of Gelhaven.
I'm sorry then. I was thinking of the wrong place. I am wrong.
I want to agree with you that whatever we are doing there seems to be feeding and charging this either entity or at least the process.
Yes, especially with what the mayor said. Once they started paying the strangers, it accelerated.
The problem is now is if it keeps accelerating, it's going to wind up in Gilhaven. It doesn't seem that they have the means or the resources to set up a proper defense to keep them at bay. But they are reluctant to leave. I can understand not wanting to leave one's home, but pitchforks and shovels are not going to keep these things at bay. I would think that the best course of action, and this is just my opinion, but be available to patrol and keep an eye on the spread. If we can keep it from being attacked any further, it is possible that it may not spread any closer. If we cease these attacks, and it still continues to spread closer, I think it would be in an emergency state that we would need to we need to do one or two things. We either need to decide that we are going to take matters into our own hands and build these defenses to try to save what Galehaven is and the people within, or we need to get them to evacuate. The safer option would be evacuation, but
My opinion. I will go with the evacuation. As much as everything tells me to fight, these things have proven to show up anywhere where there is ground. Simply building a wall is not going to help.
no, you're not wrong there. I would say that for now, we need to speak on stopping the attacks. Those that would go there to either find their glory or for the defense of Galehaven.
I have been offering people the 25 silver out of my own pocket to just stand there and watch.
And have they taken you up on that offer?
One or two. And the rest just stand there after I explain why.
Let's see. When was this meeting of the people?
There are several scheduled starting Friday. I'll have to go look at the letter to know all the times.
You don't have to do so now, Myra.
I might as well do it while I think about it. Plus, it'll get me out of the damn rain.
I don't know. I am torn, Rurik.
Between.
I don't want to separate those people from their land.
Well, it's either that or they get overrun, they become plagued themselves, and then you'll have to call Galehaven. Would you prefer that? Could you live with that?
No. I know the best course of action is evacuation. It's just feels too much like giving up.
If we are able to save the people of Gelhaven. It is not giving up. That is the objective, not the town.
I suppose you're right.
The materials needed to rebuild the town can be gathered in no time by those who are skilled in it. Very easily replaced. Lives are not. In order for us to not appear the villain, we must give them the choice to leave on their own. Those that wish to stay will suffer their own fate. They have made their choice, and we cannot force their hand. If we do, the rest of the people may look down upon that.
But
That
I
is
think that's what we do.
that is the only course of action I see.
Then I think that's the one that we need to go with. Over these next couple of cycles, if we can dissuade anyone from attacking and we don't get any more of a push towards the town, perhaps we can just have a bit of a buffer, so to speak. If it doesn't progress, then perhaps that'll give us time to push a little harder to figure out what this is. Maybe we can find something to help combat it. But if not, and it continues to progress, then evacuation it is.
Agreed.
I don't know if you'll be at these meetings, but I would leave that to you to present it, if you so wish.
I am going to do the best to be at the Friday one, but I cannot guarantee you 2 nightmares. If I am not there, you have permission to bring it up.
Very well.
I just told a prince he's got permission.
I believe with that badge you now carry, that your voice would carry weight in Gelhaven.
This... What is it?
Oh, does this mean that you are mayor of Gelhaven?
No, the mayor gave him a badge. I don't really know what it means. Most of the times it's just a token of gratitude or appreciation of service.
I see.
A trophy.
Yes. One to be worn for everyone to see.
I forgot it was there.
I would wear it proudly, as I'm sure they are proud of you.
What other questions were answered after I left?
They asked about if anything else had been done with it. Of course, Lyra spoke of the scrying and whatnot, but that was mostly it. We were talking about what had been stolen, focused on that. We did get to go inside and take a look. Whenever I was looking in the room, I didn't see anything. It was rather messy, but there was nothing I could discern of somebody or anything of that nature that might have taken such a thing.
Did they provide any description or clues that was left behind?
No, they did not. But, and I'm not sure why, but apparently there's also been something taken from Tinkerglade, if I remember hearing that right.
I
So it
think I
seems
heard
that
it was
there's-
papers.
So it seems there's quite a bit of thievery going on.
Yes. From every major town.
So,
What was stolen from Peacekeep?
I don't know. I haven't gotten a report about Peacekeep or Lunareth Falls.
Hollow Ridge?
Or there.
Has anybody talked to their leadership? And asked?
I have not. I go by the hills quite often, but I've only spoken with their leadership once. I don't recall ever speaking with anybody at Hollow Ridge. But it is something to look into, at least. Perhaps there's more to it than what we're seeing. If we can get at least minor details from all of them, we may be able to put something together to form a theory, you know, who may be doing this.
Well, we already have 2 items of magical properties stolen.
And papers that describe how to upgrade machine.
Hmm.
Rurik cannot upgrade pigs anymore because those papers were stolen.
Well, that is unfortunate. Well, what would a dwarven crown jewel, a magical horseshoe, and papers all have in common? Especially papers to upgrade machinery or whatnot.
We know the gem repels the undead. We do
What
not
is
know
the
what the
horseshoe?
horseshoe do.
Mm.
Oh, fields, crops.
As far
Yes.
as I know, it doesn't do anything other than
Fertile land.
use the bullet. Yeah.
means if we get the horseshoe back, Galehaven can move anywhere and grow food with no problem.
That is one way of looking at it.
Was this horseshoe and this jewel made by the same artificer?
It's a decent question, but well, to be honest, I wouldn't have no way of knowing.
Well, you could answer and be wrong half of the time.
That's true.
I had the strange and horrifying image of the horseshoe being used to cultivate extra strong undead, since the undead sprout from the ground.
I was thinking of more of a harvester, like a scarecrow or something.
Harvest.
Well, it's harvesting life energy to make undead.
And in the end I shall reap the harvest.
Well,
Those were the words I heard in my head when the skeleton was there.
Wait,
Hmm.
what did you hear again?
I was told to remember Beast. Something about Dark Night, Eternal Game. What we are doing is feeding the darkness. And in the end, he shall reap the harvest. Did that make sense?
Fuck, we need to stop fighting there. We really need to stop fighting there.
Mm-hmm.
What? Does it mean something?
well, if the energy that is being or to be harvested is coming from the crops, and the crops are the undead, the more we help him harvest, or feed it rather, I guess, add to the soil, the more there will be to harvest, the stronger it will get. Therefore, it won't be able to be stopped by mortal means.
No. What does that mean?
It means whatever controls the dancing queen is the harvester.
It's as you thought, if they're feeding off of the constant slaying of these undead, all it is doing is continuing a cycle and strengthening it.
We are helping it.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps this horseshoe Perhaps it is magical in nature, but its intentions and its use is very much dependent upon its owner. The people of Galehaven may have used it and harnessed its power for crops. But if this horseshoe was stolen and it is in the hands of this necromancer or entity, perhaps it has been corrupted to harvest the undead, for lack of a better term.
And then we must stop the man from paying people to slay the undead.
That would be one of the faster ways of controlling their killing.
And then we must find out who is paying him to do this.
Because no matter how hard we try to tell people that are sensible, those who want quick coin will simply do what they must.
Not if someone is there to stop them.
That is true, but then we will end up injuring someone who could be useful, or feeding the pile. So, we simply need to find a different task for those who are not willing to listen to do.
Well, the mayor did say that they were rather irritated with paying so much coin. Some of the townsfolk were not happy with it. Perhaps the best course of action, the first course of action, would be to speak with the mayor again and make it very clear that this needs to cease and desist. And if we can stop that, perhaps that would dissuade many. Although you do have those that will just want to go out and swing their sword for the hell of it.
Yes, there are many of those glory hounds around. They go from house to house, only seeking a fight.
Then they will be very fortunate to run across my house. They will get what they seek.
Well, let's hope that it doesn't come to that. I would hate to have to assert the position and cause civil unrest amongst all the other problems that we're currently facing.
Blame me, so your hands are clean.
It's not about blame. It's unfortunate, but it is true that even those that are slain there or bleed on that ground, regardless, they're still feeding the machine.
Which is the lesser of the two? Beating one down and dragging them away, explaining to them the situation. Or taking down a horde of undead. I would take the first.
Put plainly, yes. That would be the lesser of the two.
That is how I am looking at this now. How to minimize as best as possible.
That is all that can be done until there is a solution. Were the questions asked if there was somebody that is drawing such an energy to their account?
From what we understand, the undead have been in that ridge for as old as that man looks. Probably longer than I've been alive.
From the way he described, at least 8 generations. No, 80 years. There have been smaller, weaker packs of undead, here and there. But nothing like what they have seen today. Or recently.
So it has been festering for that long.
Yes.
If there were weaker packs in the past, what was their solution? To ignore them?
That and pitchforks and shovels.
I was going to assume that they probably started out with only kill what is necessary, whatever walks upon the land directly. Everything else gets ignored. Likely why it wasn't a problem.
I must go so I can get there and guard. Priorities have changed.
And
It seems so.
I told Wiz I'd go back over there. I should do so at night to see if anything shows up.
Do you mind company?
Nope, I don't.
I hate that we didn't learn more, but I think that we're slowly but surely starting to find our path with this.
We have learned a great deal. Had we not learned what we did today, we would still be feeding it.
Indeed.
I will say this one last thing. I fear even doing nothing's not going to stop the spread. Mostly because there is a presence and entity behind this and driving it.
Which
It
means
could-
you smart people need to get to work.
I'm trying.
You are doing a
Why?
good job.
Why is this
Unfortunate.
entity moving now? If it's been there for so long.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a cycle of the moon or something.
Strength invites challenge.
That too.
Any news?
Much.
What's been going on?
The numbers of the undead are very close to unmanageable. We have learned that what we are doing is feeding whatever is controlling this. I have now switched my focus from stopping them from coming to stopping those from attacking them.
Maybe signs. Could you put out signs, maybe?
I have
Gilhaven
not had
needs to be
time to do
evacuated.
that right now.
And they need to evacuate Galehaven.
We will be giving them that option. If they choose to not evacuate, then we will have no choice but to leave them to their affairs.
Sad but true, yeah. Fuck.
It is either that, or we become the villains and force them out of their home.
I don't know if I'm willing to do that.
I cannot. I myself have been forced out of many home. I know that feeling.
As do I. Is you aware of a Minotaur village up in the northeast?
Yes,
Just stumbled across it today while hunting a yeti.
those are peaceful people.
They seem so. Didn't give me no trouble.
They are not like me. They were born that way.
They was born peaceful.
They was born Minotaur.
It was not.
No,
Mind if I ask what you was born as?
I was a man who lived up in the snowy mountains.
A human.
Yes,
Huh. What happened?
I was betrayed by dark magic. My magic similar to this. My men were slaughtered. And I could do nothing. I was chained to shiny black rock.
Do you know who did it?
It was a woman. A woman who worships snakes. I do not remember her name. I heard it only once.
Did you get her?
No. I got the rest of them, though.
The snake god, was it set?
No. It was the god of beasts.
The god of peace did this to you.
No. Beasts. Animals.
Beasts. Beasts.
Yes. Jebel Sug.
Said. I've heard this god.
I have not.
Actually killed a lot of his followers.
We are are going to have one.
Everyone.
That is either going to accept coin or defeat.
Want you to the token?
If need be.
I got you back.
Which is it you seek? Coin or defeat?
Well, if you want to spar, we can. But I'm
Right.
here to just watch with you.
I did not know it was you.
Are there any other shiny celestials walking around like myself?
I'm sure they're all somewhere.
Yvain is pretty shiny.
That's true, she does glow more than I. Hello, Corgirl.
Hello. How is you?
It's good to see you again.
And you? How is you doing?
Sorry, say again?
How is you doing?
Ah, well enough, I suppose. I have not been called by the Pantheon today, so I have not had to strike anyone down for their injustice. I've oddly enough had a mostly peaceful day of restocking my forge. Until earlier. That is.
What happened
Now
earlier?
I'm. Oh, just getting new information is all.
What about the rest of New Bastion? How is y'all getting along?
Probably more frustrated than I. But I would assume at this current moment, I believe 2 are checking on Whistlecog's home, which is not far from here. And Alexander is probably letting his mind thaw out a bit.
What's that mean?
I guess it would be the other way around. He needs to cool off. He sounded pretty heated. At least that's the impression I got. More or less
What
just
for?
frustrations of people who do not want to listen.
That is where a good
Joe, get
fist comes in handy.
Indeed.
Did you get your
Sometimes the
princess
best.
back?
Yes, she is home. They were speaking when I left.
Good.
I do believe she's still learning new things, such as medical practice and basic self-defense. Things she was
So
not
she's
taught
becoming
back
useful.
home. I suppose, yes. Not all princesses get put through field training like myself. But then again, my mother is a queen of war, so it wasn't an option. As soon as I was able to take a form that wasn't draconic, I was handed a weapon.
And it shows.
I appreciate that.
I'm sure your
Is it-
princess will be in fighting shape in no time.
She will, now that she's away from the oppression of her mother.
She's still
Well,
alive then.
the mother is, yes. I have been a ward in that family for some time myself. And even that queen did not speak to me often. She's very much a serpent sitting at a chair. Only rattles her tail when she feels the need. But she will have her day. Justice comes for all.
Seems to escape alone. Need a few minutes, if you don't mind.
Alright. I've been meaning to ask you about your current form. You said your life was that of a man once before.
Yes.
Has anyone ever offered to try to reverse what was done?
No.
Should there be some intervention that could do so, would you wish to do it? Or are you content with who you are now?
We shall see. Let us get through this first.
You are more noble, a individual, a person, and a warrior than any other can amount to. Even those who wear crowns.
I am only doing as my tribe taught me.
And you are the best of them.
I was.
You still are. Even if they no longer claim you. However, I suppose at this point, why not make your own tribe?
That is what I am doing.
Good then.
I have claimed the goblins as mine. They are now my people. Meatball, Gerdek, and Haruka.
A fine start to a strong tribe. So then I should start addressing you as War Chief, Rurik.
As what?
War Chief, Rurik? Or just Chieftain?
I am no leader. I am just protecting them. I do not give them orders, nor do I tell them what to do.
I remember in the first 100th, I never chose to lead either. They just followed. I was only doing what my mother told me. Lead the legions, make sure none die.
Whoops.
Fireflies are a national treasure, you know. Oh, I'm sure, in this land.
Of what nation?
Uh, Gale Haven?
Most the East State, I think.
Close enough.
Any other questions for me?
No.
This is not good.
Well, not at all.
Right.
To fight and phone back.
Lead them back to the dead.
Alright. What do you wish to do?
Lead them back, dear.
Try to lead them. Alright. That's what I thought you were going to say.
If we lead them far enough, they may lose interest.
We could also maybe get them stuck. Bind them to the fires. They would burn but not perish. Well, maybe we won't have to do such a thing.
But we do have to get in between.
Alright.
If they come any more forward, we have no choice.
Right.
Our back is literally against the wall.
Well, I suppose. I wonder.
Do you want to hold their hand?
No.
What is you doing?
promise you.
Wasn't that only one that came up?
Yes.
Just the one.
2.
Okay. Hopefully no more.
Come here.
They have moved closer.
Well, looks like it's gonna force our hand.
Yes. We have no choice in this. Back.
They need bigger walls here.
Walls are not going to make a difference. They can crawl out of the ground anywhere.
Everybody good?
Yes.
Just fine.
Beneath us. Bring them away from the caravan.
Let us share in the burden. Feel the cold light of the underworld in which you belong in. Are you alright? Where are you?
Car.
I'll cover you.
Got me from behind. Suck.
So many.
Are you good? Are you good at least?
For now. Well, that didn't feel good. Okay, maybe a little bit of help. This time I actually will be, yes. I made the mistake of underestimating them last time. It won't happen again. The dawn does rise, however.
Yes.
We just gotta see how long it takes to affect him.
It's a good point. I have seen a few times in which Pelor's blessing has been slow.
I don't see any crawling around. We're not looking to pet.
Be cautious.
Yeah, there's still some down there sitting around.
Strength invites challenge.
What was that?
It's something many Celestials tend to say.
I didn't
More
hear what you
specific-
said.
Oh, sorry. Strength invites challenge. It was said that that scar was weaker before. That's correct, right, Rurik?
I can
Yes.
vouch for that.
And even then, long before we arrived, right?
Yes. The skeletons were weak enough that the farmers were able to beat them down with shovels and pitchfork.
And then
No.
not long after, such strength as ours begins to rise in this land, do they grow stronger and start to challenge.
It coincides when this one behind us started paying people.
That as well. I suppose it's a far-fetched thought that the land itself could be reacting to the strength that is brought to it. I'm sure not all the warriors here were frail, however, but maybe the parts in which...
This is from the land, and the land is corrupt.
Well, there are many thoughts, of course, but I suppose in due time the truth will expose itself.
He's not a scholar.
Well, the good thing is a problem like this, it doesn't take a scholar to figure out. It just shows itself.
Well, I'm waiting for the actual problem to show itself. This is just a symptom.
Indeed.
I'll wait to check again.
When she returns, I will be going to Starborn to inform them of their progress.
Alright. And I wish you well.
And I hope you were able to get the info to your people as well.
Of course. I will be sending it... Well, I'll be writing it directly in our war room and then informing whoever is still awake.
We did everything we could to not engage, but we were forced to protect the caravan.
Yes, indeed. The puppet master or harvester, whatever the thing is leading these things, it's gonna start forcing our hand just like this even more. Gonna have to make those plans much faster.
They're still out there.
Really?
Yeah. Up close, we could stand on the ridge here and be fine.
I have a spyglass. See how far they've actually...
He's on the road.
So they are.
Don't get that closer than this. It popped up when I started getting close over there.
Let's see. Down by the pyre. Archers down by the road. A zombie by the water. More zombies and archers even in the scar.
I do not know if we're going to make it till Friday.
Wait, they've crumbled.
What's Friday?
3 days from now.
Friday is when
What is going on?
the people are getting together to talk about this.
It seems the sun has burned them completely away, but maybe it is prudent to leave a note to not go further than the pyres, or past the carriage.
Throw down a sign.
Something like that, yeah.
Do not fight the undead. Ugh. It was an honor to share the battlefield with you both.
Yes.
Indeed. It's good to see that you're still walking.
And you.
They did get a hold of my tail for a moment.
Just your tail.
Yeah. At least that's what I'm going to say.
She's doing it for the coin.
You two keep your wits about you.
Yes.
Safe travels to you both.
Well, that's gonna hurt. Fuck am I going?
I don't know. They said they had some kind of bugs with pancakes. Yeah.
It's just, simply put it, someone that likes like big things.
Huh?
It is a person who likes big things in a more intimate manner.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I always dive head first when it comes to these things. Yep. Mhm. Okay. Now, got it. I understand.
What's that? How's the deal? Have you been
It.
finding what?
I
It's just a normal bottle. Just a normal bottle. Wine, yeah. The doors open automatically now, yeah. Magic. Oh, it's Rurik of Skull Crag.
It is.
Rurik, what's wrong with you?
Oh, don't know what you're on about.
As a lichen, I know what this is.
Alright, come on.
Gabe,
Why would there be something wrong with you?
I don't know, he said he's gonna kick me in the face.
Why is he kicking you in the face?
you like hugs?
Oh.
He handed
I do
me
like her.
blood for vampires.
I hear heavy footsteps. Rurik!
It's a bird!
Hi.
Hi!
Take care, Lumi. Take care, Adetto. We'll see
Thank
you
you for
soon.
the hug.
See you soon.
No, bro. Hi, Rook. Good night, Rook.
Hi, Rurik.
This is-
Bye, Rurik.
Just as we're leaving. Good to see you, Rurik.
The undead have pushed all the way to the caravan.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh
More
my.
undead to go slaughter.
No.
No, don't.
I was told.
Fire?
Yeah, I was told no. I'm not
Just
dealing with
Marla's
that.
cooking.
that
It's,
Yeah.
it's
Fire?
daytime.
was kind of
Go to bed. Go to bed,
that
Rohan.
kind of intimidated me.
Okay.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna be making
Good
potions.
night.
Rohan, stay awake. Stay awake,
Alright.
Rohan. You did not need sleep.
Rurik,
Make sure
Sleep
Wizard's
is not
not
needed.
alright. I'm
Yes.
gonna have to run over there.
is the caravan still there?
Yes, we were able to lead them away and defend it.
Alright.
What caravan are we talking about?
Galehaven.
Galehaven?
They are progressing like literally by day. By the time we have the meeting, I worried Galehaven would be already drowned in them.
I need somebody to write a letter to Galehaven telling them it is time to evacuate. I will sign my name to it.
Isabel, isn't Galehaven the place where they sent you to go? The people that sent you to get that crown of the dead corpse?
No.
It was.
That was, Peacekeep.
I was told by our Galehaven
Got it
people.
from the art marshal.
You ran into Brother Jebediah and Veskin.
Yeah? Today?
Yeah.
What'd you talk about?
We talked about, well, the undead, and they said that they had sent some guards to the...
Yes. I did see
You
the
know?
guards when I met with the mayor.
Yeah. Oh, how did that go?
We met with the mayor, sorry. It went fine. I guess it didn't really. I don't feel like too much light was shed on any of it because he didn't have much to say about. I guess the history about where his people came from, because all he could tell us were two kind of stories that his mother told him that seemed more like fables about like how to get kids to behave.
Yeah, but these fables, honestly, like
Sometimes
they turn to.
No, I'm trying to tell you that's what he was told as a child, and one of them was about a creature that instead of taking the teeth that kids lost, they would just take the kids. Like.
Oh.
And one of them was about, hey, don't bully people, otherwise we'll get ya. That was the other one.
Oh my god. So
That's what
so
my
they're
mother
not
used to do.
really sharing much.
Again, it's been generations.
And the
he-
glowing horseshoe.
Yes, and his horseshoe that was stolen, and he kind of took us to his room to show us the items that, well, where the items that were stolen were.
Yeah.
Did he mention detectives?
Yes, he did. He told us how he gave them badges.
This is a theory one has come up with.
Yeah.
Something is using the gem to attract the undead. It is using the papers to upgrade them. And it is using the horseshoe to make them more fertile.
Wasn't the gem supposed to keep the dwarves safe from the undead, though?
Yes.
So how is it attracting undead, do you think?
Because there's 2 gems.
It can be
Maybe
twisted.
he's talking about the one in the
The
ring?
ring.
The
No,
black
no, no.
gem?
Black gem.
The one that was stolen from the dwarves.
Oh.
Yeah, but the
yeah.
black gem was also stolen.
Yeah, from the ring. He only really mentioned the horseshoe to us. That was the only thing that he kept going on about.
Hold on. Gerdak has his notes somewhere.
I know. But yeah,
Well,
he
I,
really
I,
words like he told us some stories about the horseshoe, about how his family generations past, it came from a horse that they had. What was it? It was the strongest plow horse that they had, and every field that horse ever plowed yielded the highest in crops. And that was that horse's. The wind would stop taking. The horseshoe belonged to that horse.
yeah.
And it's been passed down from generation to generation from his father's side.
So yeah, in Gerdak's notes, it says the ring, if you look at it and actually pay attention, it pulses gently.
Yeah.
The black one? The one with black gem?
Yeah, and, gems don't usually pulsate, so unless there's
It
something
has to be
intertwined with
magic.
it.
Or, yeah.
Again, a few things that he has was definitely magic. When I mentioned
That's precisely why Gerdak is the detective.
Yes, when I mentioned the items that were on his list, again, the only things that he mentioned was mother's portrait, his 32 shirts, only shirts, by the way. I made sure there was no pants, no shoes, just shirts.
Yeah.
And the horseshoe. Those were the top 3.
Oh no, he mentioned the ring was stolen as well.
No, I'm just saying
32
today.
shirts.
Going off of today's conversation. Those were the only things that he was adamant about.
How can someone steal 32 shirts?
Easy. They break into your home and steal them.
But how do you do that without being caught? And especially shirts. You could just follow the scent. But there's still a smell.
Yep.
What?
I mean, not everyone can actually follow a smell. I certainly cannot.
Well, definitely not in these lands. Nobody can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't tell the smell when there was a fish under your dress. Remember when Gerdak pulled that out? God. Hate fish so
But
much.
we talked to Brother Jubadiah and Baskin about the what's it called? The option of consecrated lands.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I mean, I personally, just because I was told by Lyra that she used divine magic on it and seemed to have fed on it in a way.
Again, I know that part because they also only did holy water, and from what I was told from the mages, it has to be something that's grand scale. It can't be small. It has to be essentially just. It has to be all or none. Just holy water wouldn't.
It has to be
divine.
Yeah, it has to be like a place that basically breathes divine.
No. It doesn't have to be divine. Like consecration can also just be religious based.
I'm about to say, I just walk around. All these skeletons I've been dealing with, they've been just smiting them.
Can you not consecrate a cloud
A cloud? No.
when it's raining?
I've never tried to.
So consecration is for land more so. It's kind of like a graveyard in a church. It's consecrated ground. So that's why people aren't finding their family members who have been buried in the church coming back, because the land is consecrated. And that's why the areas in like the ravine and stuff, no matter how much we fight and keep trying to break them down, the bones and everything else that lands back, even when you burn the flesh, the bones still exist. They just keep coming back because the land isn't consecrated.
Okay. We collect all the priests in the land and we make them consecrate the ground. All of it.
Yeah, I said that. But he said it won't work because the land that's consecrated has to be worshipped by someone. The people of Galehaven aren't willing to worship. They're just how did you put it, Mum? He was saying like they're needy. They're not they don't have faith. They're just that they want it because of greed, sort of thing. But they're fearful of the undead and they're scared of the undead, and they would do it because of that. But it's not true faith. To have true faith, you have to like visit every day. You have to believe in it. You have to want to be there. Sort of,
The only other option
they don't.
Ground being consecrated, like the ravine, is being able to move bodies to consecrated ground so that the souls and spirits can finally rest and find the peace instead of being brought back. But that's easier said than done.
That's going to be
Didn't you say
That's
about
gonna take days. That's gonna take a very long time. We're gonna
Even if
need
we had
wagons.
everybody in the lands working on it, that cannot be done. There is too many.
There's also a trouble though, because they don't have names. No one knows what they're called.
You don't need to have to bury somebody and have them be buried in a tree.
But didn't he say about the names? Didn't he bring that up? Like if they don't have names, if they're nameless, sort of fallen.
Wait, who?
They
brought this up?
Jebediah or whatever he's called.
Honey, where was I? Was I there?
No, you were
me,
not.
Karnak,
It was
Kavara.
me. Yeah.
So I mean,
We went talked to the people that we were told they were hanging out there. That they ask you to join. I felt to me like a bunch of vampires
Wait, what are we
asking people to join them.
Yeah, we went to
I
check on
jumped
them.
into a different one. Yeah.
But that's why we went there to Peacekeep, and then we spoke to Jebediah.
All right.
What's this about vampires?
There was 3 people we were told. One of them, Alaric, and we weren't sure if it's Alaric Thorn or someone
Isn't
else.
his
He didn't
Ulrich?
give his last name. Sorry, the other one is Aldrich, not
Okay.
not Alaric. But yeah, I don't know. When I talked to them, one of them was kind of snappy. Draz, did you talk to them all?
Yeah, two of them seemed quite nasty. The gentleman in the middle seemed, yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah. He was more like, enjoying the moonlight and enjoying that time of the night, which I mean, lots of creatures do. I don't think there was any invitation to join anything really, other than the other one. Her name was Cassandra. She was talking.
Names sound familiar.
Yeah, she talks about something like offering companionship and shadowy figure cloaked in mystery, something like that. But again, like, I don't know. I'm not sure what they are actually talking about.
I don't even know why they turn up there at night. It seems weird. It's as if they're trying to start like a cult or something.
I mean, could be.
Why do
Could be
Peacekeepers even let
anything.
them hang around there? Because they're clearly like, not. Well, they're up to
They are
something.
clearly not from there.
What do you mean they're up?
Just the way they are, they're very like the two ladies with him don't talk to you nicely. They're very like aggressive towards you.
Okay.
And he's almost like he wants you to, I guess, like join a. Well, yeah, he's kind of like. Yeah, he kind of spoke weird, kind of thing.
He said something about nocturnal ballet, right? He said like, join me in this nocturnal ballet, but it felt like if he's like inviting you to like sit and enjoy the moonlight.
Oh, I didn't get. I thought he was like inviting me to like join in some sort of club or something, some sort of I don't know.
Well,
as if he was
Nocturnal
like
Ballet
joined.
would join me for this dance. Like, and a dance doesn't actually have to be a physical dance.
Right,
Yeah,
because he
like,
wasn't dancing.
yeah. He
Moon
before
dances
saying
across the
that
star.
he spoke of like dance of shadows and dreams.
Yeah.
So like I I know lots of, you know, people are looking for things, and me too, but I try to find red flags in that. It seemed like they are inviting people to something, like, you know, to sit and hang out with them, probably. Somebody should probably take that offer to see where it might lead, but not be
Uh,
by themselves, since we don't
where
know these people.
where do you find them in peacekeeping?
Do you
You know
see
where the
where
notice
the
board is?
board?
The what?
If you look at the notice board at the bottom of the steps, it's to the
Oh, yeah.
left. Kind of this, like, not so much a gazebo, but similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a sheltered seating area sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, you know what Gerdak gets up to, so I think it'll be fun. Probably not dangerous.
I don't know. It sounds like it could be dangerous. But yeah,
Not
be
sure it's
careful.
dangerous.
What is it that is dangerous?
Vampires. In peacekeeping.
Why are they in peacekeep?
I don't think
It
anyone
was
knows.
odd. It was odd. Like, I do remember, like, Cassandra saying something about, like, companionship and embracing it, and how it would lead you to, like, pleasures beyond your wildest dreams.
It's kind of as if they're trying to recruit people to become
Vampires?
yeah, that's how it felt to me. Yeah, and it
Uh,
wasn't done in
yeah.
like a classy, like a way you'd want to. It's like it almost felt like cheap and almost like they were desperate, you know.
And peacekeep is allowing this.
I'm
I
not
don't
sure if
think
they
they
are
know about
aware of it, to be honest. We should have probably told them, Draz.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was, like, I did ask when I talked to Dimitri before about, you know, like how vampires, like turning vampires and all that. And I know that at least in their family, not really like that. They wouldn't just like go around asking people to be turned. So could be something else.
From what I studied back home, there's many ways to turn.
Yeah. No, no, it's not about the ways. It's about, like, you know, you definitely need a vampire to turn you anyway. And
It's how
as
it's
far
being
as I
done.
know, his family won't really turn just anyone.
Yeah.
Hmm. It could be some little club in Evanspire or elsewhere. It's weird that they are targeting people from Peacekeep.
Gerdak will investigate tomorrow.
Just do it carefully, Gordak. I mean, two of them were very, you know, just kind of talking about it, but one of them was quite snappy. And
Do I need
just
to
be
go and
careful when
protect
you're
him?
approaching them. I think if he's trying to, you know, talk to people, it would be nice not to be by himself, especially people we don't know.
We'll have to try and arrange it then.
Well, are they there every night?
From what I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Only at night.
Like in the deep nights, not just when it just turns night. It's
Yeah.
actually like you gotta sit there almost throughout the night, and then they hang out for a bit, and then they leave.
Yeah, at the time when the moon smiles down at you the most.
Then I will need someone else to watch over you. My duties at the moment is Galehaven.
Yeah.
Gerdak is detective of Galehaven, so he should probably focus on that as well, but many things to explore. In fact, no, I've got a meeting with the mages to try and investigate a ring that was found at the crime scene.
I feel like this meeting.
But yeah, when Garrick's house got broken into and things stolen, there was a ring left in a chest, and he said it wasn't there when, you know, he never had that. It's not his.
Yeah. Did you try to, find someone who's magically inclined to, try to scry?
Oh, that's why I'm going to the Mages Guild. They have the best resources.
Oh, that's fair.
Wait, what kind of ring? Just like a plain gold ring, like a wedding band? Like it's got insignia on it, or anything like that?
Almost like something you'd find as a talisman.
Yeah, like a repair ring, or but it seems to have belonged to somebody.
But there's no engravings, no wording, no nothing.
I think Gerdak can see.
Interesting.
Yeah,
But
I think even Karnak had a look.
Do you think it's magical?
I mean, it doesn't have to be magical. It could be just a regular ring and still lead you to its owner.
Well, yeah, but I'm just
it definitely does have some properties to it.
Have you tried putting it on?
No.
Actually, that's a good idea, Droz. I don't know if it's a good. I mean, it is a good idea to explore it, but again, it's also risky if it's
Yeah, it could
actually
ruin
magical.
the sensing of the mages. Because then Gerdak could be the last person who had it on.
True.
Yeah,
But
this is
he
why
might have
Gerdak
left
is
it on
detective.
purpose. He might have left it on purpose for you to put it on to follow it somewhere. Like it might lead you somewhere.
Once Gerdak finds out about the mages, then he'll try. See what it means.
Yeah.
What if it's a ring of invisibility? Gerdak would be best detective ever.
Oh my.
It could also be a ring of curse.
Gerdak can't be cursed. Well, apart from the banshees.
I got lucky, not even the banshees can curse me.
Yeah, you said that the banshees appear when you pull the crown off, yeah?
It's for her.
Oh yeah, okay. So that means it's my fault the banshees appeared.
Yeah, if you...
They had to go to New Bastion.
Once you pull the crown off, once she pulled the crown off, the banshee came and attacked me.
It's a strange place.
Did anyone still check in on what's that called? A Hollow Ridge? Last I heard from Pippin, they haven't been having a lot of issues with the wolves. Or nobody goes there now anymore.
Pippin? There's someone called Pippin there?
Oh yeah, he's a friend of mine. He's so sweet. He loves taters.
Okay, unfortunately, guys, Gerdak is gonna have to hang upside down. It's gonna and then he'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Or when he opens
hang
his
up.
eyes.
Are you stopping over, Gerdo?
Yeah, but may have to rethink where I sleep now.
I have an idea about that.
What?
Do you want
Apparently
to
I
live in a
slept in
cave?
Susie's bed.
Secure.
Rurik, we live in a cave.
No. Much better. Do you want to see?
Probably not now, maybe tomorrow. Then I'll explore. Because I'm getting really, really, exhausted.
It's about 8 minutes away. Not far.
But yeah, but my stars are gonna disappear to the sun soon. In fact, they already are.
Yep, they already are.
Oh my god. Oh my god,
The sky,
what are you guys doing?
the sky seems almost green.
It's 10:30 in my stars and I'm already dozing off.
Same. I haven't been up very long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gerdo, there's a nice sofa in our room, and there is the hidey hole up the top corner.
Deal? Oh, could I
Yeah,
just sleep
like
on the
the-
middle of the floor again? Not on anyone's bed, just in the middle.
Yeah, it's not very
I
comfy.
mean, yeah, I can like lay down on one of the couches. I do that all the time.
The green couch in the corner is mine. He's welcome to sleep on that. And then there's another green like pillows up in the nest, like up in the corner.